Red Hoover. He was ridiculously good looking. He was even Nigerian, though Mum flits between this being a good thing in people and the worst. I pulled his photo up on the internet and showed her. She decided on the spot his Nigerianness was a good thing. It was easy to pull his photo up on the internet because he was an actor. I'd met him in a theatre. He'd just been awarded a £3,000 cheque for being a Nigerian actor. It was a very hot summer. I wore a black playsuit belonging to my younger sister, but carried a blazer for a look that said, serious play. He offered to buy me a drink. Of course, I said I'd prefer to buy my own. And when he insisted, I said okay, like it was quite inconvenient for me to agree. When our drinks were on the bar and glistening in the velvet heat, he handed the barman the check. Ha ha ha, said the barman. Ha ha ha, I said. So, the ridiculously good-looking Nigerian had jokes. On my lunch break, I found a clean bench to call him from. We were awkward. I wanted him to ask me out. Why wasn't he asking me out? Mum began asking after him. Where's that good-looking Nigerian? Don't tell me. You've ruined it already. The second time, I spread out on my bed, swung my legs up the wall, cold and good for my nerves. It was a short call because someone was knocking at his door. Okay, I said, like it was of no inconvenience whatsoever. I slid my legs back down the wall. A week later, I was standing in his living room, wearing my coat, or it was over my arm, my shoes still on. Either we were just about to go out, or I'd just arrived, and he hadn't yet said, here, let me take your coat, or please, take off your shoes. He was running all over the house, upstairs, then down, zooming around. He was running a bath, then letting the water out, only to fill it back up. He ducked into a cupboard and yanked a Hoover, a red Hoover. He began hoovering everywhere. He even hoovered the ceiling. He just walked up the wall, and as he did, looked over his shoulder at me on the floor and said, this won't take long, I just have to. When I told Mum, she shook her head, laughed, half lemon, half sugar. He's crazy, she shrugged. God's just showing you it won't work out because he's all over the place. Shame, that good-looking man. Nigerians, she sighed, always into something. I'd still look him up on the internet sometimes, just to keep up to date with his plays, the BBC dramas. Then I stopped. For years I didn't think of him. Okay, perhaps, but in a loose and smirking way, playful, no serious pining. What was there to pine, really? Then, in bed one night, watching an adaptation on my laptop, the ridiculously good-looking Nigerian walks across the screen. His name escapes my mouth. Half sigh, half whistle. I say it like, damn. I say it like, man, where have you been? He has a few lines. Then he's stabbed on a street I recognize, having danced down a long time ago. Long before I met him at that theatre with his cheque folded into his pocket. I remember our 2 awkward phone calls and him hoovering his ceiling, and I laugh into my pillow as he bleeds out.